Hello, hello, beautiful people. It got cold here. I'm wearing a jacket. I have a blanket. And hello, Christina. And Alicia joined us. Hello. And Molly. Molly said Kelly a lot. Like that's a lot of letters, Molly. And YouTube didn't block you. It's like she's got a wrench now. She could do whatever she wants. And Molly says the gang's all here. The gang is all here. Hello, everyone. At least people who aren't, it's like afternoon for them, when we are in the morning. Middle of the night for some of our people, but everyone that it isn't is here. So hello. It is so good to see y'all. What are y'all reading today? I will be reading the Humane Society for Creatures and Cryptids. I need to get that done for Hirkid and for my 25 and 25. And it's long, and not in a repetitive way, not in a way that it should be. It needs to be cut down because there's some really cool shit in here. But my gosh. Yeah. Editors are important, y'all. Editors. Let's see, Molly. So, did your day go the way you thought it would last time we all met? Maybe. I don't know if I have predictions for the day. I did immediately walk the puppy, and we went 1.94 miles. And then when we got back and I grabbed lunch, she collapsed right behind me and went right to sleep. I was like, there you go. That's the puppy I need. Not the puppy who's eating my whole house. So that was nice. Yeah. Alicia, I'll start by cleaning up my desk. I made it more of a mess earlier, then read more Kevin Petway. Nice. That's right. So clean up that desk again. It's never ending though, Alicia. It's never ending. It's one of those other things. Zafo made dinner. Kevin, my husband, made dinner. And it's a chorizo smoked sausage, Spanish chorizo. That's what I was trying to say. Spanish chorizo sausage. And chicken and spaghetti noodles, because we didn't have time to make homemade ones. And then pesto, a pesto sauce on it. It was so good. It was exactly what my belly needed. D3M3R3s. Why, hello. How are you? Hello. I finished a book last night and haven't decided on my next read yet. How exciting. Well, if you need suggestions or if you have a list, and also if there's something else you'd like us to call you besides D3, please let me know. And Alicia says, I work on things, I clean up, I work on things. Yes. That's right. Never ending cycle, Alicia. Never ending cycle. But yes, I want to finish this book. I doubt I'll finish it tonight because I've got like 300 pages left. But at least I'll make a really good dent in it. And then I will just finish it tomorrow. So, yeah, very nice reading. Must get her done. But I can't use my trusty little page turner since this is one of the things the puppy ate. Look at that. Do you see her teeth marks in there? Look at that demon dog. Seriously, grabbed right off my desk while I was sitting here and didn't even see her. That is how sneaky she was. I was trying to work, dog. Yeah, she ate it good. So I will have to be switching these pages by hand like a plebe. Alicia says, I got 2 out of 4 videos filmed I need to do before year's end. Woohoo! Good job. I got my video edited, but I have to take a picture I forgot to take a picture. Maybe I'll just figure one out for the thumbnail. Sometimes I'm really good at that, and sometimes I totally forget, and this time I totally forgot, so we shall see. I need to do, like, a lot of these other, like, pro people do, where they have a whole bunch of these photos ready to go, because I prefer to have one that fits the video, right? But it would be nice just to have some that I could, for instance, is like just now where I forget, that I could just put up. Let's see. I did plan my writing for the rest of the year too. So if I stay on schedule, I'll finish this book, which I'll definitely do. Finish book 5, which is the last one in the Emergence series. And then for my writing schedule, right? I have 2 short stories I need to write. And then I will finish the world building for the new fantasy series I want to do and start that baby. So I should have it about halfway done by the end of the year. So Not so bad. I will take that. And that's just 1,000 words a day, Monday through Friday, not including times when I'm like out of town, like Dragon Con and Superstars and all that kind of stuff. So cross our fingers that I can keep up with that. Alicia is editing now. Nice, nice, nice. D3 says, my name is Demers, pronounced Demers. Demers. Demers? I can do Demers. Hello, Demers. Very nice to see you. I can see where the letters come in now. I gotcha. All right. That works. Makes sense to me. All right. Demers it is. Being married to IT, I probably could have just said Demers. But excellent. Well, welcome in again. What do you like to read? Obviously, being CDS, we have a bias towards fantasy, sci-fi, and horror. But we, also read all kinds of things. Like I'm also in the middle of reading a funny story by Emily Henry. It's what I read when we went to the meadery this weekend. So I'm about quarter of the way into it. I need to finish this one by the end of the year, this one by the end of the year, and my audiobook, which I only have 3 hours left, that one will definitely be done by the end of the year. So I can do it. So let us know if you want some suggestions. Like always, we will do 50-minute sprints, 10-minute breaks, do 3 of those babies. And yeah, I think that's it. Tomorrow we have writing sprints, and then Thursday is the first, and we start our boot camp readathon. Woohoo! Excited for that. So we'll get a lot of good reading done. And my very, very first book I'm reading for that is Slow AF Run Club. So I need to make sure to, get some. I've been walking now because of the puppy and because I need to. So I'm hoping that book will motivate me to continue and maybe improve. I do need better shoes. I'll tell you that. Demers says, I have the audiobook of Kite Runner, but I anticipate that to be an emotional read. Yes. Yeah, that's on my list. And I've been putting off for the same reason. I think I'll be reading 1,000 Splendid Suns first, though. So I've been putting it off, thinking of reading The Night Prince instead. Well, that's a much nicer read, as in not as devastating. I think. I haven't read The Night Prince yet, though. Just, comparatively speaking. So I suppose it's what you're in the mood for, huh? Do you have any, 25 books to read in 25 or anything like that you need to, finish up? Is it Night Prince by Lauren Palprayman? Because if so, that's a book too. You should definitely do that one. Always continue a series. Always. Plus, I'd be willing to bet, unless is it a duology? Because I'd be willing to bet book 3 is probably coming out this spring, right? Oh, no, there was 2 years between 1 and 2. So who knows? Look, man, we indie writers are doing the best we can. That's all we got. We're doing the best we can. I love it. Assuming this is indie. Yep. Look, we indie people recognize each other. I see you. Demers, I like to read romantasy fiction, but I'm trying to stretch my comfort zone. Ooh. Well, you should join us for a boot camp readathon then. Yeah, see, right? 1,000 Splendid Suns totally made you sob. I'm afraid that's exactly what it's going to do to me. Maybe not afraid. Sometimes I need that good cry. And Molly says, welcome to Demers. Welcome. Good to see you. And I think we should start our first sprint. Get this baby in. So as you can see, I'm not even quite halfway. So it's, yeah. Book 2 in a series that might be a trilogy. Excellent. It's always nice to keep up with those. I try. I'm in the middle 38, 39 series. I don't remember. But I am doing a series-a-thon with Chris's Corner. so I can like really concentrate and get a whole bunch of those babies knocked out. And Chris joined us. Hi, Chris. Good to see you. Molly says we'd give you the plays for boot camp and only the host and Kelly have done their videos. Still? Really? Well, you can still do it so that they can see what's up. So they can see the coolness of what's happening. And Demar says hi to Molly. Excellent, excellent. All right. I am going to get to reading. Hopefully you also will get to reading. And I will see you in 50 minutes. The puppy's demanding something, and I have no idea what she wants. So how'd everyone do? I got to page 253. So not bad. Not bad progress at all. I am enjoying the story. So it's a really good story. And when I said editor, I mean like dev editor. Like it's clean, right? There's not a ton of typos or a ton of anything like that. But a dev editor would have been nice. No, it's nice and clean. But I'm having fun. It's got good action points. She's a good storyteller for sure. Let's see. Christina told us all the wonderful reminders. Remember, even snowmen need water. Have a cup of holiday cheer. And a Christmas cookie or two. I do have Christmas cookies. I might have some. Look how cute they are. They're so cute. So, obviously, they're just they don't have the thing on them. But it's so cute. So these Walkers are the only packaged shortbread I will eat. They're delicious. They actually taste like butter the way they're supposed to. Let's see. And then Molly said, hey, Christina, can you link the boot camp playlist? I could only find Courtney's video. And Molly says, hi, Chris. And Molly says, another graphic novel arc done and review written. Nice. Very, very good. I am impressed. Alicia says, boot camp playlist. Oh, Alicia found it. Thank you, Alicia. Glenda says, hello, Kelly and everyone. Hello, Glenda. Good evening. How are you on this chilly Houston day? Molly says, she's having a day, huh? Yeah, she really is. She really is. And I have lunch tomorrow, so I don't have time to walk her for 2 miles, at least not until later in the afternoon. So I don't know how she's going to do tomorrow. It's going to be interesting. Demers says, I got page 38 of The Kite Runner. Nicely done. That's good progress for the dense book. Molly says, I got you. I love what I read as well. I'll finish it in January or at least put it on the TBR. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, I understand that very well. Walkers, Molly says, Walker's shortbread are fantastic. They really are. I said it's the only packaged one I'll eat. They're so good. Demers says hi to Glinda, and Molly says, yes, thanks, Alicia. Alicia says, I would feel bad eating a Scotty dog cookie. Oh, the Scotty dog cookie doesn't mind. That is their design in life. It is their destiny, and they have accepted it. And Christina has the Boot Camp Readathon 3.0 announcements playlist. Molly says, not me. That is a good cookie. Yeah, see? Me too, Molly. Do not feel guilty. Not at all. Sir Manguy says, good evening. Christina, you have to remind me. I know Sir Manguy told us their name, and I don't know why I have Michael in my head. I just made that up. Alicia says, I put the kiddos to bed, downloaded, and been playing with Spirit City and got distracted, so only half of my desk is cleaned up. Yeah, there's a lot of customizing stuff in Spirit City. That's fun. I will say Spirit City saved me Friday? It might have been Friday. I got on Friday, I needed to read for a little bit, and now I'm so addicted to these sprints, I almost can't read if I'm in the house. If I'm out of the house, I can. If I'm in the house, I almost can't read unless someone is sprinting. And there was no one on, not a soul. I can't remember if it's Friday or Saturday now, one of those days. And so I pulled up Spirit City, and that definitely worked that day. It was very nice. I was like, okay, cool. I can get some stuff done. Let's get her done. It was Saturday. I know it was because Friday Thursday we played games. That was Christmas. So I don't know. I don't remember which day. And it is Michael. Oh, I remembered. Michael says, I decided to spend the last 3 days of the year getting a head start on my January TBR. Yeah, do it. Do it. Get them done. Yeah, I won't tell anyone. Your secret's safe with me. I still have to finish my December one, so I'm trying to, that's what I'm trying to lick right now. Michael would be correct. Woohoo! I remembered. And Christina jumps in and says, hi, Michael. And Molly says, Michael, your secret is safe with me. That's right. We won't tell anyone. And yay for remembering. I mean, sometimes, every now and again. If I'd been sure it was Michael, I would have been wrong, though. It's only because I was like, for some reason. But what are you reading, Michael? You didn't tell us what you were reading. Let us know. So we are excited. I did figure out what my comic would be for Hurkid. I had been debating. So I think I am going to do Sapiens because I have been wanting to read that nonfiction book. So I'm going to read Sapiens, and then there's actually 3 volumes in the comic that covers the book. So I'm going to read the book, and then I'll get a refresher by going through the comic. So that's what I checked to make sure my library has it, and they do. And the book is on Kindle Unlimited, so I can read it that way. Let's see. And Christina has the Bootcamp 3.0 Convoy. Ooh, am I on there? I did schedule all of my sprints, but I didn't share them yet because I didn't know if we were doing that yet. So let me see. Am I on? I am on there. My gosh, Christina, you are so good at this. That's impressive. Nicely done. All right, sweet. I was like, I have them all scheduled. I should be good to go. And Alicia says, I just need to finish making my January TBR and finish the Kevin Petway books. That's right. Get them done. Come on, man. We get to talk about it on Friday. I'm so excited. Molly says, yeah, my December one will not be finished, but I kind of have started my January TBR because I have read a few 2026 arcs. Yeah, I did not read my arc for this month. I mean, it's January. But so it'll be the first ebook I read in January. I need to get that arc done. And Paula joined us. Hello, Paula. Good morning. I mean, it's really early for you, right? Like late, really late, or really early, depending on how you do the math. But it is good to see you. Paula, you just finished sprints. Gotcha. All right. So really late in that case. I just finished sprints and gonna head to bed, but wanted to pop in and boop the like button. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. It is good to see you. Michael says, I'm working on Dungeon Crawler Carl number 4. Ooh, nice. And about to start Vera Wong's Unsolicited Advice for Murderers. Nice. Excellent. Excellent. Very excited. Love Matt Dinniman. Seen him at Dragon Con a couple years in a row now. He's amazing. Molly says, let me know how it is. I think I will read the graphic novel Sapiens first, and good to know about the book on KU, right? So I'm excited about that. I didn't want to just pick one, right? And I didn't want it just to be a classic. I wanted something I was really interested in. So Sapiens it is. Jamie says, I started Wild Dark Shore by Charlotte McConaughey, and I'm at 4%. I loved that book, Jamie. I loved that book. It made me cry so much. I felt for everyone on there. So good. I was like, ooh, Charlotte McConaughey, I'm a fan now. I need to find more of their books. So I hope you love it too. And it's such a quick read. It's not that long. Alicia, I went to Home Depot earlier after writing sprints, and I got my materials for doing 2 of my projects for 2026. Get the shelf built. Get all those DVDs on there. You know, it's a cool thing we were thinking too is that because we don't own any of our movies, everything is digital. Everything we have is digital. But now, since my son got me the new Xbox, we actually have a Blu-ray player now. So maybe we should get some things on Blu-ray just in case, as we don't know what's happening. These movies that we own digitally. It might be nice to have actual copies of them. So we are considering. And Alicia says, I will order the next series of books for Shore Leave. Yay, yes, I love mine. What are they? Oh. For anyone who wants to join us for Shore Leave Book Club, we like to do indie authors, and we only do completed series. So we're finishing our first one. It was supposed to be last Friday, but the author needed some recovery time. So he will be back Friday to discuss the last book in that series, which is Heroes Kill Everyone, in the Misplaced Mercenary series. And then our next series is this one, Path of the Allures by Jessie Sprague. And this is the first book, Rose of the Deadlands. This one is a trilogy, and it is a romantasy, and I'm very excited. And it looks like all 3 of these take place in the same world, but each one is a separate couple. So that's pretty cool. I like that quite a lot. So we shall see where this one goes. But I'm excited. I love Jessie Sprague's writing. We actually have some of her horror published. We have Porcelain by Jessie Sprague published with us. I love the way she writes. So I'm very excited to see this indie series published by her. So the first discussion of this will be the end of January. I'm pretty sure it's January 23rd for the first book. So if you need some more things, you want to join an awesome book club with us and read more indie, then I highly recommend. If I can get them out in there without ruining them. All right. So that is the end of our first break. We are going to start our second sprints. Let's see. Christine says, I am all over it. You are all over it, Christina. You had everything scheduled up there. I'm so impressed. And Alicia, I need to do all of the things for BCR. For Boot Camp Readathon. Yeah, come on, Alicia. How am I the only one besides Courtney that's done the announcement? And Molly says, I want to hear about that too, Jamie, when you get further in. Oh my gosh, Molly, I loved it. Love that book. Christina, now if I could just get the January Readathons page done, I would be doing good. And hey, I put all of our writing sprints in for January, so I'm ahead of the gang this time. Michael says, what made me cry was trying to figure out all the 2026 challenges I could realistically complete. Don't talk to Molly. She just says do all of them. So Michael says, never figured it out, so I'm doing whatever I want. Yeah, that's the way to do it, man. The ones that are fun. Like I didn't do one in December and I kind of liked it. So I like doing the challenge and taking a break and doing a challenge and taking a break. Molly says, that has been my problem too, Michael. I finally took a whole bunch of year-longs that I made my own Frankenstein challenge from my fave prompts from about 8 of other people's challenges. Ooh, that's smart, Molly. That's why I made my own 26 and 26, right? I'm like, my 26 and 26 starting in January is going to be specific to my needs. So I agree. Yep, Michael said that was very smart, Molly. Christina, there are a few more announcement videos on there now. Oh, good. Okay, cool. Christina says, I got all the MTP on there already too. Very good. Jamie, realistic is not nearly as fun as trying to do it all. I mean, that's true. Trying to do it all is more fun, but it's also more stressful. So we got to balance. Molly says, yeah, I just added Wild Dark Shore to my TBR because I'll need to read a recommended book eventually anyway. Oh, I'll recommend that one. I'll tell you that right now. It's really good. Really good. It's heartbreaking though. Just warning you. Don't read it when you need something to put you in a good mood. So, all right, let us start this second sprint. See how far we can all get, and I'll see you on the other end. And there is sprint number 2. And I made it to page 294. So not bad, not bad. It's actually moving along nicely. There's been some very, very sweet moments I've quite enjoyed. How did y'all do? Let's see. Everyone agrees, both Michael and Molly agrees with Jamie that realistic is not nearly as fun as trying to do it all. And Demers picked 24 physical books that I wanted to read from my TBR. That is one of my 2026 goals. I love it. Very good, very good. Demers Kite Runner is one of the books, so I'm getting a head start too. Nice. I've had this paperback for at least a decade. That I understand. I just bought mine, I think last year, but it was from Goodwill. I found it at Goodwill and I was like, I'll take it. Michael says, yes, my goal is to read what I own if I can and then use the heck out of my library. 100%. Me too. That is my goal. I have exceptions, like buying book club books. I can get those if I can't get them from the library in time. And second books in series if I need them right now, because I am trying to get series done. So, and then, of course, I can earn book buying from my TBR game. That is changing, though. It's changing how it's doing, because I was earning way more books than I was reading. I'm like, this is silly. So I'm changing how that's working. Let's see. Demers made it to page 74. Nicely done. Nicely done. Molly says, I finished The Missing Girl by Shirley Jackson. Excellent. Jamie got to 25% in Wild Dark Shore and am still organizing my wardrobe for January and tidying my room. Nice. Wardrobe for January in Texas just means we now have to wear socks. And we have to get out our big jacket. Otherwise, it's the same clothes. Alicia got her desk cleaned up, continued to get spirits in Spirit City, and working on my binder setup for 2026. I'm working on my reading challenge adjustments and everything. Woohoo! Nicely done. Molly says, I spent the rest of the time tying up loose ends with some of this month's readathons. I love it. Michael says, I was about to ask about your game, if you're going to do anything for it in the new year. Yes, I am changing. I'm still playing the game, and each character is still going to represent the store or franchise that they represent. But there are certain things I'm going to change what the numbers get, because I'm getting too many random physical and random ebooks. So it's too hard to finish the goals that I have set for myself. So I'm going to, each number now is going to have something more specific for it. Also, I'm going to have to, when I assign a book, like, Tinkerbell went 11 forward, and then this is the book I have to read. If I don't read that book in that month, then she's going to go backwards those 11 spaces. Because if I don't read that book, she didn't earn those spaces, right? So I'm going to adjust that way. So I will not be winning as often if I'm not reading the books I'm actually choosing. And let's see, what's the third rule change? Books, when I do earn a trip to, wherever it is I end up going, then I'm not going to have a money budget anymore, because that didn't work to limit anything except at the big box. Otherwise, it was not limiting factor at all. So instead of doing money, I'm going to limit, I can only buy half as many books as I read since the last time. And by half as many books I read, I don't mean the ebooks or the library books or anything, just half that I read from my physical TBR. So for the past 3 months, if I read 15 books that were my physical TBR, I can now buy 7 books with the thing that I want. So whether that's from Goodwill or Friends of the Library or the bookstore or an indie bookstore, that's how many I can buy. And I'll have the same exceptions that I can buy no matter what. And what was the last thing? I don't think I'm going to worry about punishment, because that didn't motivate me at all. So I'm not worried about it didn't stop me from buying, is what I'm saying. So I'm not going to worry about a punishment. And what was the other thing? Oh, I'm only going to do 6 rolls. And then I'm doing a spinner wheel for a vlog. I have all these vlog ideas, and I really want to do some of them. and all of them involve reading from my physical TBR. And I might need a couple library books to, balance out some of these things, some of the vlogs I want to do. And so I will spin the wheel to choose one of those vlogs. And most of those vlogs involve 4 books, but some of them do 2 books, and some of them, the chunky books, are just 1 book. So I'm going to do that as well. So that'll still be 10 books. Oh, and 2, now that I do arcs, thanks a lot, Nakota. Now that I do arcs, I want to do 2 arcs a month. So my list will be 12 books at the most every month. So that is how I am changing the game. I'll make a little video about it. I might just put it at the beginning of my TBR because I'll put the timestamp so if someone doesn't care, they can just skip it, right? So that I can explain what changes I am making and why. Because after playing this game for a year, my physical TBR should have gone down. It's actually gone up, even though I've read 165 books. It's gone up. So that wasn't what was supposed to happen. So, well, I shall adjust to make it work better for my goals. Let's see. Molly says, woot to Alicia. Yeah, she got a ton done. She's rocking it. Jamie says, I fantasize sometimes about trying a small capsule wardrobe, but winter here means we need clothes for all 4 seasons pretty much every day. I can see that. Unpredictable. You have no idea what it's going to be today. Alicia says, I need to film my announcement videos, but those will have to wait until morning since kiddos are in bed. Yeah, no, that I understand. Alicia, oh, that will be interesting on your game, going backspaces, right? I mean, if I'm not reading it, the book that I chose for them going forward, they didn't earn the space, right? So that will help slow down my book buying as well. Molly, oh, speaking of trying to do it all, there are like 5 readathons that have been going on for several years, but this was my first year doing them. So, yep, I'm going to play catch up this year. Those games with all the lore where you have to create characters, is that what you're talking about, Molly? So that you have to like catch up to get your character where everyone else's is? Michael says, you should use a head cam so you don't have to move the camera so much. Yeah, but then it'll bounce around. That won't be so fun to watch. I'm going to do this one more year, but I have some ideas about making my own. About making my own game. So I can keep the camera in one spot like so many amazing creators do. So we'll see. But for this year, I'm still using that, just changing the rules. See if that works better. Let's see. Kelly, did you already make your January TBR? I did not. I will be filming that not till Wednesday because I really want to get these books done first. So I'll be filming that on Wednesday and it'll be up this weekend. So yes. Let's see. And Molly says, oh, and if anyone remembers, I was going to do a reward system based on pages read, and I thought 2,000 pages equals 1 book buy. I read almost 16,000 pages this month. We'll revise reward. Yeah, if you're reading that many pages, you 100% definitely need to change that, I think. Let's see. I mean, unless you go to Goodwill, you can find all those books pretty cheap. Demers, Molly, how many do you have to finish? Molly says, which Demers, December readathons or... Alicia says, I have the same problem, Kelly. My TBR went up and not down, so I need to adjust. Exactly, right? It's like this did not work as intended. I mean, it was fun, but it did. That's not the goals I was trying to accomplish. And I don't want to read any more. I'm at 165. Actually, I think I'm at 167. And by the time I'm done, if I finish these last 3, which I don't see any reason why I won't, I'll be at 170. That is plenty of books. Yeah, I'm at 167 right now. That is plenty of books for a year. I do not need to increase the number of books I am reading. I just need to decrease the number of books I am buying. That's what I need to do. Let's see. And Demers says, yes, December. My ebook TBR went up exponentially in 2025. Well, see, mine went way up in 2024 because I hardly had any physical books. And I have found just having a selection of books makes me read more. And that's wonderful. I love that. But I have so many books, I can't put them all on the shelf. That's now too many, right? So that's what I need to cut down on. I don't need any more than these 2 bookshelves of books I've not read before. And Molly says, there are 6 in December, but you won't get to them all. Molly, yes, those type Kelly. Yeah. I see that, Molly. I see it. You've got a lot of catching up to do. Jean asked, am I part of Boot Camp, Kelly? First of all, hello, Jean. Good evening. Good to see you. And yes, I am. So I am one of the co-hosts. So I'm very excited about that. And Christina put up earlier the link. So I do have all of my sprints scheduled already. So I'm very excited about that. And I have my books already chosen. My TBR is up already in the Discord as well. So I'm looking forward to that one. My first book will be Slow AF Run Club. Here. Because I've been walking with the puppy and I really want to start running. But I don't really want to start running until I can walk the full 3 miles without dying. Right now I'm at 2 miles without dying. But it's hard. So I'm not even at 3 miles yet. So once I get to 3 miles without dying, then I want to add running. So I look forward to this. And see, this guy, he looks like me. Like he's not a tiny little skinny guy, which definitely inspires me already. So I want to get out there and do it. It's like I've always said, weight is about food, but overall health is about exercise. So I'm hoping to at least get my heart and my liver and these other organs that are thwarting me, I want them to be a bit healthier. So I need to do the running. Food's a lot harder. I'm afraid if I eat any less, that I won't have any energy to do anything. Molly says, I usually have
Eating less would also suck for me.
Why would my eating less suck for you, Zafo?
You'd be hangry all the time.
I would be hangry all the time. That's true. Zafo's like, no, please eat. Please eat. I'd rather you not be hangry. Let's see. I mean, that's a fair complaint, if you ask me. It's fair. Molly says, I usually have next month's tentative TBR done at least a week in advance. Not this time. Yeah, I usually get mine done right like at the end of the month. So that's about when I have time to film it. Michael says, it's hard for me to finish my current month TBR when I have my next month planned because I lose all interest with the old. Exactly. So I want to, wait because I always put my TBR up here. And I love when I get to, the extra bookmarks. I love when I get to turn them around that I've read them. That makes me really happy. But, so you saw I still have these left. I won't get to all of these, but I have this one on audio, so I'll start that one. And this one will be the last physical one I start. So the woman in cabin 10 is just, that one's going to be I didn't get to it book. But I love turning them around. It just makes me so happy. But I also love when I do my new TBR and I have all of these books up here just waiting for me to read. So that's exactly it, Michael. I get so excited too. So I need to wait and get as much of these done before I film my new TBR. Let's see. Jamie says, I am also putting my TBR and end of year videos off till the actual end of the year. Yeah. Yep. I have more books to finish first and revisions to the TBR plans. There you go. Jean says, I'm up to 64 arcs, 6 outstanding reviews. Man. You got this, Jean. You got this. Molly says, my arc count went way up. I'm still over 400. I have like 12, guys, man. I'm trying to keep it under control. 2 a month. I've got so many things to read. 2 a month. That's it. Thank you, Christina, for putting up the convoy again, the boot camp convoy. So we see all the sprints on there. Molly says, woot. And we do have the announcement videos too, so if you want to see what people are reading. Jamie says, I got my dad's knees, so walking is great, but running is not going to be my thing. Yeah, I know running's going to kill me, but I don't have any permanent damage yet. But it's my ankles. My ankles are what really, really kill me, so we will see how they do. Michael says, oh, that tracks. The world is a dark place when I'm hangry. Yeah, exactly. See? Molly says, thanks, Christina. And Demers says, yeah, my knees, so no to running as well. I can understand that. That's true, Michael. That does happen to me some months. You can do it, Kelly. Thanks, Molly. Jamie says, I can walk 10 miles quite happily. And when I'm in better condition, I used to walk 20 miles in an afternoon. Wow. So I'd like to get back in shape for that kind of walking. Huh. That's a lot. I don't have the time. That for me is time. Like, that's why when I get to 3 miles, I wouldn't mind doing 5 a day, but it takes too long. So I need to start running so I can get through it faster. So, because I just can't. And Christina says, you are most welcome. Thank you. All right, here we go. We're going to start the last sprint of the day. So make it count. Grab those books. Grab your beverage. I'm still drinking Earl Grey. I'm a bit addicted. I think I only have 2 left, though, and then I'll switch back to the English breakfast. So. And yes, Christina, you got it. One more sprint. This is the last one. Here we go. And there is our last sprint. I made it to page 335. Not bad. Not bad. That's over 100 pages read tonight. Yay! So, very nice, very nice. Making good progress. Definitely shall finish this before the end of the year. It is reading faster than I was expecting it to, so that's nice. How did everyone else do? See, Jamie says, no, we got that one. Glenda says hello to Demirs. And that Atia and Brooklyn are both sprinting right now. Molly says, thank you, Glenda. And she put the links in here. So anyone who is not done for the night and wants to get more reading done, those are at least 2 choices you have of places to go to do that. Molly says, as always, thank you, Kelly, for our Monday night reading sprints. Yay! I hope you all had a good time and got some good pages in. Oh, and Allie's sprinting as well. That's right. Allie's still doing their 24-hour sprints. I don't know when it started, though, so I'm not sure how long the 24 hours goes. Glenda says, you're welcome, Molly. Molly says, oh, still? Okay, let me look her up. Yep, she's doing part 2, it looks like. And Molly put that link in there, too, so you have options. Molly, way to go to all the readers. Yes, yes. Demers says, made it to page 103 and have cried once so far. Oh, wow, already. Yep. I'm telling you, man. And Michael says, have a great evening. I fell down a doom scroll trap. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That'll do it, man. That'll do it. Every time YouTube is like, look at these shorts, I'm like, show me less shorts. Just don't give them to me. Do not tempt me. And Jamie got to page 17 in a print book, Silver, Sword, and Stone by Marie Arana, Nonfiction History of South America. Ooh, that sounds fun. Christina says, it started this morning. Oh, okay, so it's still tomorrow morning. Excellent. So all night. All night. So we got till 5:30 a.m. Eastern. Demers says, thanks for the sprints and helping me get my pages in for today. Well done. I'm glad I was of service. I also appreciate y'all being here so I can get my pages in. So thank you so much. Christina says, I chatted. Hey, you have been reading again, though, right? So, I mean, that's something. Yay, and Charles is on. Hello, Charles. Twice in one day, right, Molly? I know. It's so nice to see you, Charles. Alicia says, I made my to-do list for tomorrow, changed my introduction clip for my videos, just need to add the music back to it. I also set up folders for 2026 YouTube. Now, time for bed. Yes, I need to make some new playlists for the new things that we are doing. And yes, definitely time for bed, Alicia. I agree with you. Since we have to get up nice, bright and early, 8 a.m. Central tomorrow will be our writing sprints. So if you want to get some words in with us tomorrow, we do shorter sprints. They're half an hour long. It's harder to concentrate for an hour when you're writing. So those are shorter to get those words in. But of course, you can come and do whatever you wish to do. But that is the design of those morning time pirates. And Christina says, thanks for hosting, Kelly. Have a beautiful evening. Snuggles to Cora and see you in the morning. See you in the morning, Christina. Molly says, sweet dreams, Alicia. Be good to you and see you tomorrow. And Christina gave us all the wonderful warnings. Don't forget to do all the things. I will drink the rest of my tea before I crash tonight. Alicia says, thank you for sprints. Have a good night and see you in the morning. Arg, arg, time pirates. Charles says, listening to The House Witch 2 and laughing out loud. I mean, that's a good time. I love books that make you laugh out loud. Love it, love it. Charles says, thanks for hosting. And Molly says, glad you're enjoying it, Charles. It's a fantastic series. And tomorrow's Morning Time Pirates, Christina's put the link up. Thank you so much, Christina. And, oh, Kelly. Glenda, thank you, Kelly, for hosting. See you and Alicia tomorrow. Charles says, I agree, Molly. I can't stop reading. That's awesome. Look this up. Look this up. What language is this one? I don't know what language this is. Oh, yes, that's right. Yeah, no, I like that thing. I've always been fond of the Icelandic traditions. So, I mean, look, it's freezing there. It makes sense to just stay inside and read. They like sell more books per capita than any other country in the world. You got to respect Iceland. I just didn't know that was the word for it. And Christina says, for more sprinty fun, don't forget to check out the BookTube Bible. And Christina has all the things in there, all the sprints that she could possibly have found, and the readathons and everything. So it is all inclusive. I highly recommend it. Make sure you look at the tabs at the bottom that have the sheets, right, for the spreadsheet. Look at the sheets at the bottom so you can see the different days and the readathons at the end. And Molly says, yes, Christina totally wants to adopt that, but my cats cannot read. I mean, they're nice to cuddle and keep you warm while you're reading, right? Totally works for me. Christina says, right? I know. I love it. I love it. My husband really wants to go to Iceland, so that is on the list. It's on the list. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. I am going to go brush my teeth and head to bed. So I am ready to write in the morning. I have goals, y'all. Goals. I need to stick with them. So thank you. Thank you so much for joining me. And I hope to see you tomorrow morning. And don't forget, we have the Shore Leave Book Club on Friday at 8 p.m. Central. So we will talk about the last book in the Misplaced Mercenary series, Heroes Kill Everyone. So we will see you all then. Bye.